Aloha and welcome to training. Today we will be covering Test 11, duplicate and sub work orders. The first one is demonstrate how to copy a work order, and second is demonstrate how to copy a sub or child work order. Let's get into the system and show you how to do that. In a work order, any work order, you will have this button at the top that looks like two pieces of paper with a plus sign. Right next to that, you'll notice this little arrow that when I hover over it gives me a drop down. See that? So if I go over the if I hover over it, go to the drop down, I have the two ways that I can, or the two copy methods for the work order. One's a duplicate, one's a sub. Okay? Simply click that, and the work order will copy and load a brand new work order number, and everything will be the same as you can see here. Same technicians, same everything, except you will have the words copy of. Now going with number 3 on here, explain when to use the duplicate function. You would want to use that function if you just want to be efficient. It's an efficiency tool. So if you have a work order with the locations right and the technicians right, and you have new work not associated with that work order, you could use the duplicate function, and it would give you a new work order, and you would save the time of assigning your technicians and generating the appropriate location. Okay? Now, going back to our work order, creating a sub work order. So if I go here and click Create Sub Work Order, it will give me an opportunity to select the type, and if I click OK, the system will take a minute and generate this new work order, which is a child work order of the other one. Okay? When would I want to do that? Going to number 4 on the list, explain when to use the sub work order function. Sub work orders are used when there is a relationship between the parent work order and the sub work order. In other words, well, let me give you an example. Let's suppose that the work order we have here requires painting. Let me get back to the one I needed. Okay. Grill in baguette cart. Okay. So here's our original. Roland has it, and he does all his work, but he realizes that he needs to paint the cart. It's part of the work that needs to be done. Well, he's not in charge of the painters. So the appropriate thing to do here would simply be to copy the work order, create a sub work order this way, as we've already done, and then in the sub work order, reassign the work to the appropriate foreman, and I'll show you how to do that. So right here, we've already created a sub work order here. Okay, this is it. And here I could simply choose the correct person. In this scenario, it's Paya, and click Assign or Reassign. And that would give Paya the work order, and Roland would be able to close out his work order, and Paya would have his own separate work order to create the work. You could technically also use the copy work order function for that, but it is sometimes useful to link them through a parent-child relationship or sub work order relationship in order to quickly navigate from one to the other. Okay? And that brings me to my last point. Demonstrate how to view summary work order information from parent work orders. So from the parent, I kind of already showed you that. If I use my history and go to the parent work order, you will see that there is a sub work order and there is an amount here. So I can see the roll-up information from all the children, of all the child work orders from the parent. And that concludes our training on these items related to duplicate and sub work orders. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.